Do you know someone who spent their entire life trying to escape a bad habit? It always ends up right back where they started. People try to quit drinking, lose weight, stop procrastinating, fix their routines, change their lives, and within days the old habits take over again. This isn't because they're weak, not because they lack discipline, but because they're using the wrong method. They think transformation requires intensity, suffering, or massive action. But the truth is much simpler, much smaller, and far more powerful. The Japanese call it KAIZEN, the philosophy of continuous improvement through tiny, consistent steps. Before you understand KAIZEN, look at your own life for a moment. Think about how many times you've tried to change and said things like, I'll start Monday, or I'll quit next week, or I just need to get motivated. But then the same cycle repeats. You hit snooze. You scroll your phone. You procrastinate big tasks. You tell yourself you'll do better tomorrow. But tomorrow comes and nothing changes. That doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're relying on a strategy that your brain naturally rejects. The brain resists drastic change because it triggers fear, discomfort, and uncertainty. Big goals require big energy, big discipline, and big pressure. And eventually that pressure breaks. But tiny changes, small shifts, micro steps, the brain accepts those instantly. They don't feel scary. They don't trigger resistance. They fly under the radar of fear. And once a small change becomes normal, you add another, then another, then another. This is the essence of KAIZEN. Success is rarely built on dramatic breakthroughs. Success is built on repetition, consistency, small wins stacked together until they become unstoppable momentum. The world's top performers know this. Athletes don't become champions from one workout. Entrepreneurs don't become wealthy from one idea. Masters in any craft don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They rely on habits. They rely on improvement so small it seems meaningless until it's not. Michael Jordan became great because he refined countless tiny details. One angle, one foot placement, one release. Steve Jobs obsessed over 1% improvements in design and user experience. Olympic athletes improve through structured routines, not sudden intensity. They don't chase motivation. They chase method. They don't chase perfection. They chase progress. This is the same mindset you must adopt if you want to break bad habits and rebuild better ones. KAIZEN is built on one belief. Small improvements repeated daily create massive results over time. Most people don't fail because they're undisciplined. They fail because they try to change too much at once. They rely on motivation, which fades. They rely on inspiration, which disappears. They rely on willpower, which drains. But if you reduce the size of the habit, suddenly the behavior becomes simple, achievable, repeatable. That's when consistency becomes possible. Imagine waking up earlier. Instead of forcing yourself to wake up 2 hours earlier, shift your alarm 5 minutes, then another 5 the next day, then another. Your brain accepts the change without panic. Eating clean becomes easier when you replace one food item a day, not your entire diet. Reading becomes natural when you read 1 page, not 1 hour. Working out becomes doable when you start with 3 minutes, not a full routine. Small steps create small wins. Small wins build confidence. Confidence builds identity. And identity drives long-term behavior. People will eventually look at you and ask, how are you so disciplined? But the truth is simpler than discipline. You're using a strategy that works with your brain, not against it. You're using a system that scales slowly and sustainably. You're using KAIZEN. Bill Gates didn't start by reading nonstop. He simply read a little every day. Kobe Bryant didn't master basketball by pushing himself into exhaustion. He refined one move at a time. James Clear describes this perfectly. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. KAIZEN gives you those systems. KAIZEN gives you a structure that ensures progress, even on bad days. Let's turn KAIZEN into something practical. Here are 5 KAIZEN strategies that can help you break any bad habit, starting today. Strategy 1. Don't quit cold turkey, shrink the habit. Trying to stop a habit instantly shocks the brain. But shrinking the habit gently, that works. If you scroll 2 hours on TikTok, cut it to 1 hour today. 45 minutes tomorrow, 30 after that. Small reductions add up fast. Hiroyuki Itsuki, one of Japan's most respected writers, didn't commit to writing chapters a day. He focused on writing a paragraph consistently. Momentum matters more than perfection. Strategy 2. Replace the habit instead of removing it. The brain hates losing behaviors, but it easily adapts to substitutions. If you want to stop snacking on junk food, replace one item with a healthier version. If you want to stop scrolling at night, replace it with something simple. Reading one page, writing one journal line, or taking one deep breath. Replacement works because it satisfies the craving for action without reinforcing the destructive habit. Strategy 3. Use the 1-minute rule. Commit to the habit for 60 seconds. Clean for 1 minute. Read for 1 minute. Stretch for 1 minute. Meditate for 1 minute. 1 minute removes pressure. 1 minute removes resistance. 1 minute proves you can start. And once you start, continuing becomes natural. Toyota, Honda, and other Japanese companies built global success through Kaizen. Not massive overhauls, but continuous, small refinements. If billion-dollar corporations rely on small wins, why shouldn't you? Strategy 4. Change your environment, not your willpower. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. Want to stop snacking? Don't bring junk food into your house. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow. Want to work out? Lay out your clothes the night before. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't rely on motivation. He designed environments that made improvement inevitable. When your environment supports your goals, good habits become automatic. Strategy 5. Celebrate tiny wins. Reward the behavior you want. Every time you recognize a small victory, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine reinforces the behavior and makes it easier to repeat. You don't celebrate running a marathon. You celebrate lacing your shoes. You don't celebrate writing a novel. You celebrate writing a paragraph. You don't celebrate losing 20 pounds. You celebrate choosing water instead of soda. Tiny wins lead to big transformations. Ichiro Suzuki, one of Japan's greatest baseball legends, trained by mastering microscopic improvements, not dramatic ones. These 5 Kaizen strategies do more than change your habits. They change your identity. Every micro-action reinforces a belief about who you are becoming. When you read one page, you reinforce the identity of someone who learns. When you stretch for 1 minute, you reinforce the identity of someone who trains. When you meditate for 30 seconds, you reinforce the identity of someone who prioritizes their mind. Identity is the deepest driver of long-term behavior. Most people fail because they try to change behavior without changing identity. But lasting transformation comes when your habits align with the type of person you believe you are. So ask yourself, are you the person who avoids discomfort or the person who embraces growth? Are you the person who waits for motivation or the person who acts without it? Are you the person who blames circumstances or the person who builds systems? Stop saying, I'm inconsistent, I don't have discipline, or I'll start when I'm ready. You aren't defined by your past. You're defined by the decisions you make today. Kaizen gives you a path forward, one small step at a time. Here's your 7-day Kaizen challenge. Choose one habit to improve. Just one. Then apply the Kaizen principles. Shrink the habit. Replace it. Use the 1-minute rule. Change your environment and celebrate small wins. 7 days, 7 micro improvements. If you stick with it, you'll feel momentum. You'll notice confidence. You'll experience identity shifts. You'll realize you're capable of more than you thought. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You're not too late. You simply need momentum. And Kaizen gives you momentum without guilt, without pressure, and without the impossible expectations you've carried for years. You can stay the same, or you can improve one tiny step at a time. If you can master your habits, you can master your life. Success isn't loud. Success isn't dramatic. Success is the quiet discipline of small decisions made again and again. So start today. Start small. Start now. The smallest step in the right direction often becomes the biggest step of your life. If you're ready to grow 1% every day, hit like, subscribe, and build your next step with me. Your new life begins with one small action. Take it.